Some thoughts from this morning. It's week 3. It's Thursday. This week we have 3 guys in total, and hopefully tomorrow we get the chimney and the coming installed. But first we need to make a floor. My feelings: I have been here 2.5 weeks, so I'm kind of tired. I didn't expect us to get ready, but it's been a great time. Being in the nature like this, doing things together, they kind of reveal something, what's inside of you. There might be some feelings, thoughts, memories you haven't really gone into. They appear to pop up. Many people, including me, are keeping themselves busy so they don't have to deal with things. I can see that lately I have been thinking a lot about my mother. She passed away last summer. It's a good time to stop for a second also. And when you're doing physical work, you have time to think. Now, let's get back to work. I just walked away from a CEO job at a fast-growing company to move to an abandoned farm 70 miles from the Russian border. But the truth is, I'm not here to escape reality. I'm here to build a new one because the life we're all living right now is far more fragile than you think. I've always dreamed of a life of sovereignty. A life where I'm not dependent on systems, not on employers, not on supply chains, or even the grid. This is loop of freedom. This week we have 3 guys, and we're gonna finish up the interiors of the cabin, and then we have a lot of cleaning to do. And then we'll see at Friday, Saturday, we'll see at where we're going, and then we need to plan the next phase. And at the autumn, the cabin should be livable. My feelings about these 3 weeks: we have built really strong bonds with friends who were helping over here, and it's been an honor to have so many people to come from so far. I think we need to make more of these projects. I already have an idea about this next one. The challenge in this kind of a cabin is that there simply is no straight corners, walls, or like anything straight. You need to fit each part you make into it separately. It is very Zen-like to make them. Things are built to last. The trees we used are cut from Seppo's forest. He sawed them himself and does the finishing by hand. We wanted to make the cabin very manly way, so it's also kind of stoic building. There were some extra panels and leftovers from the previous cabin, so we just took them into this project to make use of them. Only things really we took from the hardware store was piping, electricity stuff, and insulation. I had some time to think what to do next, and I have started to plan autumn. So there's gonna be this project, and then I need to check what I'm gonna do with hunting and where. So my calendar appears to be filling up quite fast. So we need to get some meat to the fridge, maybe some fish into the fridge also that we can do in the summer, but fish is not going to stay fresh so long even if you put it in the freezer. And then there's building. I should get the smoke sauna project started. I have a lot of energy. What I lack right now is money to do everything I want to do. But I think it will arrange itself somehow. We have a lot of optical illusions here. We cannot rely on eyesight at all. The sauna seats are straight but look like funny. This is very lappish. It's Friday, week 3. We need to get this finished. The afternoon I need to take some trashes. We have a lot of construction trashes. There's this only one day over here when you can take the trashes out. Are we on schedule? We actually are. I'm pretty surprised. I thought it's gonna take a little bit longer. So what we have now, we're gonna finish the floor today. Yesterday we finished the sauna. And now hopefully we get the chimney and this stuff from the store today. There's a lot of mosquitoes. I must say I'm really exhausted. It has been hard building days, so we started around 8 or 9 and finished at 8 or 9, so it's 12-hour days at least. Some days it might be like it took till 10 o'clock. I'm glad to go home also. What's been happening at home is that we built this chicken coop a couple of weeks ago, and we took this first eggs and put it in the hatching machine, and now we have new small chickens over there. The best way to get things built fast is to build a chain. One carries, cuts, second measures and puts the floor in place. Meanwhile we're eating, good news come from the hardware store and we got the new chimney. So we decide to make it priority number 1. If all else is unfinished, we need to have a way to heat up the house in the autumn when we continue the project. First we need to find the correct spot, then make a hole for it and put it in place. We got the mission accomplished. Now it's time to pack and to go home. We continue in August with the finishing week. We had really interesting conversations with the brothers over here. So there was a lot of talk about spirituality. I'm a little bit amazed. It wasn't like business oriented at all. Maybe this environment is giving an inspiration and possibility to stop because you're in the middle of nature and there's basically not much civilization nearby. It's a long ride of 8 hours. and I have all kinds of thoughts in my head. I left at before 6 o'clock, so it's Sunday and nothing is open. So I could use a cup of coffee.